Okay, next we move to Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award. So it is established in 1988 by US government, and it is designed to promote TQM practices, total quality management practices. And so there are a few, winners that includes in Malcolm Baldrige Award. National awards is, for example, as you can see here, National Honeywell, Federal Midway USA. So this is example of USA punya setting lah in USA. Okay, and next one we move to the criteria, Baldrige criteria. So it is evaluated by all these categories in terms of leadership, strategic planning, customer and market focus, measurement, analysis, and knowledge management. We have workforce focus, process management, as well as the result. So these are the categories involved in the Malcolm Baldrige Award. Okay, next we move to the Takumi concept. It is Japanese characters that symbolize that a broader dimensions process than educations and more perfect methods than persistence. So ni in Japanese punya examples lah kalau dekat Jepun. Okay, next we move to cost of quality. So we have 4 types of cost of quality. The first one on prevention cost. Okay, prevention cost is we want to reduce the potential for defect. For example, for your car, when it reach certain mileage, then kita kena buat service lah. Itu prevention cost. Kita tukar, maksudnya benda tu tak rosak lagi, and then kita buat replacement on the parts tu, to reduce lah, ataupun to prevent from the things happen. Walaupun tak rosak, so kita still tukar the component tu, because we want to prevent in futures lah. We don't want to have the, kita panggil bottleneck in future kalau di productions. We want to prevent the stoppage in the production, sebab kita tak nak production stop. Kalau barang production stop, so kita akan we have to it will affect the other productions. Okay, and second one is appraisal cost of evaluating product, parts and services. For example, testing cost. Kita buat pandu uji. Once for example car company, so dia akan buat test dulu lah before it is released to the market. So that is on appraisal cost of testing the product or the parts ataupun the service itself. Okay, and the third one, internal failure cost. Internal failure cost in we produce defective parts or service before it is delivered to the customer. For example, a restaurant, so chef akan masak menu. Contoh, you ordered nasi goreng kampung. Suddenly they realise that dia tersilap buat nasi goreng paprik. So before you receive the product, maknanya the failure tu ataupun the defective product is it is known ataupun identified at the kitchen before you receive the product. Tu kita panggil internal failure, because they have to rework lah, kena masak lain. Tu internal failure. Before customer receive the product, the failure happen or defective happen. Okay, external cost. External cost is defect discovered after it is delivered to the customer. For example, warranty cost. So they have to pay ataupun to replace the parts lah for you. You buy contoh kamu beli laptop kan. So laptop normally we will have 1 year's warranty. So within 1 year, if anything happens to the due to the kita panggil functions lah, bukan sebab kita terjatuh ke ataupun sebab tenggelam air ke. So that, the other mechanical lah, kita panggil in terms of mechanical. Rosak tu terjadi because of the product itself. It's not a human's error. It's not the human punya factor lah. It's not caused by human. Okay, to external cost. They have to pay back to the customer for external cost of warranty, for example. Yeah. Alright, next, what we have here is the examples, the diagram on the cost of quality. So that is on the total cost lah, the red one. Okay, so we will skip this part. And here we have leaders in quality. So we have, for example, here we have Edward Deming, Edward Deming, where Edward Deming come up with the 14 points for management, and Joseph Juran, he came out with the top management commitment, fitness for use. Herman Feigenbaum come out with the total quality control. Philip Crosby, so it comes he emphasized on quality is free and zero defect. So that is on the, kita panggil quality gurus, part of the quality gurus that come up with the principles ataupun practices lah, atau methods. Alright, and next we move to ethics and quality management, whereby operations manager must deliver healthy, safe quality products and services. That is the most important part, that we are able to, as a manager, they are able to reduce ataupun deliver the healthy, safe and quality product. Okay, second one, poor quality, risk injuries, lawsuits, recalls and regulations. So that is on what happen if we have poor qualities of product ataupun poor qualities of services. So it involve lawsuit ni, for example, at one time company disaman because of the product to bring harm or injuries to the people or to the customer. IKEA pernah ada satu produk dia yang katil, yang happens to be dia tak kuat. So what happens is that the customer to get injured lah. And then Honda at one time they have case on the driver that because of the airbag is not functioning due to the crash. So Honda need to recall back dia punya model lah at that time. Okay, and other organizations are judged by how they respond to the problems. So what happened is that contoh Honda tadi, examples of Honda, they recall back the product, that model, the certain models that have problems lah. So customer yang dah beli, they need to send back to the Honda, dan dia akan baiki on that part. Okay, and all stakeholders must be considered lah. Stakeholders ni is come from the customer stakeholders, those who are important to the organizations, that what we call stakeholders. The employee is the stakeholders of the company. So kita panggil stakeholders. So stockholder is one of the stakeholders, orang yang berkepentingan within that organization. So kita panggil stakeholders. So all these parties or these people we need to consider lah in terms of ethics and quality management. Next one, we move to international quality standards, whereby we have ISO 9000 series for European standards, and ISO 14,000 series. 14,000 is about environmental issues lah. So for 99,000 series, it commonly standards for products sold in Europe. Even it is made in US, made in USA. So tapi dia ada dekat Europe. So that is the product lah, standard that they put on the product. Okay, and in 2008, the update places greater emphasis on leadership and customer requirement and satisfactions on this particular ISO lah, which is 9000 ni. Okay, ISO 14,000 is about environmental issues or environmental requirement lah. Okay, let's take a look on ISO 14,000. It's about environmental standard. So what are the advantage of the environmental standard? The first one, it will create a positive public image and reduce exposure to liability, because in order to get ISO 14,000, they have to go through a thorough or very strict auditing parts lah in the practices too. Okay, and second one, systematic approach to pollution preventions, because we want to prevent the earth, the environmental. So we need to get ISO 14,000. So ISO 14,000 also one of the compliance with regulations, requirements, and opportunities for competitive advantage. So once people see that you have this certificate, ISO 14,000, so they are they feel that it is safe to use the product, and meaning that this product is this product or this company is very serious on the environmental standards or environmental issues, because once you have ISO 14,000, meaning that you want to preserve the environment, at the same time you want to have your profits. Okay, and the other advantage of ISO 14,000, it will reduce multiple audit, because in order to get ISO 14,000 certifications, you need to go through a very strict requirement lah. So that's why audit lain tu, it just kita panggil sampingan saja. So once dia panggil license besar lah, once you have ISO 14,000 for your manufacturing or your for your product.